An award ceremony has been held in France to celebrate some of the best pieces of journalism of the past year. The best fake news stories, that is. Charlotte Dubinsky has the rather dubious roundup now.
Fake news, infox, the spread of disinformation. We're all being told to be on our guard for it. Well, here in France, they like to go one step further. Let me introduce you to the Bobard d'Or. It's a mock awards show which looks to celebrate some of the wildest examples of fake news, which were actually broadcast as real stories here in France, with the winners taking home a statuette of what else but a golden Pinocchio. First up, let's take a look at the international category, where a chilling tale of the Russian leader hunting tigers was broadcast on France 2.
Vladimir Poutine, qui épate le plus la galerie, chasse aux tigres en Sibérie, plongé dans les eaux glacées du lac Baïkal.
But it was completely fake news. Turns out these images were actually taken of President Putin when he was visiting a reserve which protects the endangered Siberian tiger. Other fake news stories given a nod included this mysterious case of a subversive flag which was hoisted during a yellow vest protest.
Sur ces images, ce sont des militants de l'extrême droite qui défilent.
On voit un slogan hostile au gouvernement et deuxième chose, on voit surtout un drapeau avec des fleurs de lys qui illustre la monarchie et la volonté d'un retour du roi.
But this flag, which the expert so expertly gave his opinion on, is actually a local flag from the northern Picardy region. Now, in the general category here in France, there was plenty of competition, just like this.
A lot of media reported that we studied and identified that there had been Russian meddling, that the Russian state orchestrated interference in the Benalla scandal.
Ah yes, Russian meddling again, or so cried the mainstream media without doing much fact-checking or even, it seems, actually reading the study by EU Disinfo Lab. They even hit out at the misinterpretation of their work.
We never said this. The fact that lawmakers or the government spokesperson immediately exploited this for political ends created a sort of hype that was never the object of our study.
Then there are those super sneaky ways to get fake news across, as we found out from one local French channel. Spot anything wrong? You'd be forgiven for thinking that the opposition to anti-government strikes was more than half, but it seems that this pie chart was artificially inflated. And when all else fails, you can always just erase anything that you don't like. Take a look at this sign in the yellow vest protests. A Macron supporter in the midst of the yellow vest protests? Sacre bleu! Ah no, in fact, this is what the sign really said. Seems 2018 was a bumper year for fake news in France, with many outlets seeing their noses grow more than once. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Paris.
All right, time now for a short recap of our breaking news on RT International. The Russian Defense Ministry has unveiled this video of a new Navy weapon system called Poseidon, a nuclear-powered underwater drone. Vladimir Putin said that it could be in full operation by spring. After successful tests, the drone has been designed to counter US Navy forces and Washington's efforts in creating a global missile defense, primarily at sea. We're getting reaction to that and his State of the Union speech right throughout the day here on the programme. Live from Moscow, this is RT International.